Well, it all began with serving one homeless lady on the street, and I had no idea the concept of homelessness. And so I asked around, and St. Mary's Father O'Connor said he has a homeless shelter. He has a house, and he gave it to us, and so we set up a women's shelter. And then a man had a house on another house down there, and he gave it to us to set up a men's shelter. So we were running a women's shelter and a men's shelter, and they were telling me about who's out on the street. So we'd go out on the street, and that just grew. The first day, I think we did about 9 lunches, and then I remember one day it got up to 60, and so it really grew, and now we do, I think, 1,500.
When the Franciscan Center, they had the sack lunch program going and they're doing their other things, this is where the outreach started to grow. This shelter over here behind me, right here on the corner of Pontiac and Warsaw, back in the early 90s, this is where a lot of guys came in off the streets. They're fighting their own battles, or they're recovering from the battles they just got done with. But as a young kid, 7th and 8th grade, I got a real eyeful of what was going on in the city that I knew nothing about at the time. Part of our moving on process was helping more with immediate needs, and that got us into opening up a food pantry.
There's so many good people who want to do good, but they don't have the facilities or the right group. They want to contact the poor, they want to be friendly, so this opened the doors for them.
The Franciscan Center for 30 years has been a wonderful light in our community because we have so many people who are in need, who can go there and receive the material need, whether it's food or other items that they may need, but also to know that other people care for them.
We don't ask for, how much money you make or anything like that. There's no qualifications. You just come and we just help. You're down on your luck for the couple of months, we can help you.
Nobody likes to just have their hand out, and nobody wants to have to ask. Well, when they go through, we don't ask them. We ask them a question: what would you like? When you go to the grocery store, don't you pick which groceries you want? That's what they get to do here. It's not just like, okay, we're giving tomatoes today, so you get a can of tomatoes. They can pick, tomatoes, beans, corn, tomato sauce. Oh, okay, beans, peas, you name it, they can choose.
We give them healthy food, the food that they wouldn't necessarily afford sometimes, like canned beef and, good canned food, and that they probably normally, couldn't afford, or boost up their menus a little bit.
So we provide over-the-counter items, personal hygiene items. We've had gentlemen come in who are trying to get a job, and we have razors, we have shaving cream. Those items cannot be purchased through food stamp funds. So these are things that we all need, but our clients can't get those with their food stamp money. So a lot of times that stuff we take for granted. Shampoo and body wash, bar soap, toilet paper is a huge one that our clients can't receive through food stamps. So we provide those.
The need for food and for over-the-counter medicines and things like that is very real for people who live at a poverty level. They may even work and they still don't have money to put food on the table for their families.
I consider it one of the perks of life that I get to do this.
The most rewarding part is looking at them, talking to them, seeing them smile and say how happy they are to come back and see us sitting there.
It's an opportunity to be a face of Christ to the community.
The people that come in and get the food, I've gotten to know a lot of them over the years, and they're so happy that they can go home with food and feed their family.
What's so important, this is what Mother Teresa did, is to give people hope. To help people to recognize their value and to realize that there's always hope. And when they experience the love of others, that gives hope.
You have no idea what you mean to us and to these people.
St. Francis just said that you give, and you give with the giving spirit.
If you've got extra money, put it to good use. These people here will appreciate it, they need it, and God bless you for all.